matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. He'll start the return inside his 5. The Dogs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Looking for room, it's Robinson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Give to the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. To throw, it's Holstein. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got a man, it's Watkins. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are on the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Pulls it in. It's Taylor. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback. And his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw it a week ago. This offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Bring in the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
LSU.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on first and goal. And he'll be stumped. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Thanks to grab. Touchdown LSU. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Cincinnati handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Going to swing it on second down. Firing to the right, complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Motion from the wideout. Takes the handoff. It's Wilcox. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Grab near the sticks. It's White. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Powers forward. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? Just going to keep it after the snap. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
On the play.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. He's looking to throw. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm, but this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. They marched 79 yards on the drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To throw, it's Holstein. Fires to the tight end. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
The give to the lone running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save ahead and just get out of bounds.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Hill. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Right on target this time. Going for the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the 1st down.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pushes ahead. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air on 1st down. Got his man downfield. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He's got it all right. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Throwing right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
Really good job on the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. Runs through a tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. The short hands, it's White. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Wants to keep it in the air. Got him downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Tech. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Turning it on. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Holstein. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. They get to him as he throws. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Georgia! They take the lead with the 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like. Get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got it down the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
What a beautiful sight. Not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can add just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Motion from the wideout. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. And they pick up just a few on that completion. already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Sends it back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on 4th down. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wide receiver going in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Rides the back on the option to give. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The run from the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. They've got the screen set up. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quick strike complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Unloads to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 9 over ULM. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab deep. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Wilcox. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolute shame. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Georgia, 28, LSU, 21.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
He's taking a deep shot. It's caught. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive, he was off to a pretty good start.
Makes the grab. It's Green. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? That's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to...
Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just enough room against the zone. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. He's past the marker, out of bounds, 13 ticks left on the clock.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Dogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And the pass is broken up incomplete, but wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Looking for a huge play. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Rush is on him. Got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Boy, everything was hanging in the balance on that 4th down, and they're able to get the 1st.
Wow, with the game on the line, somebody has just got to step up and make...
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they score first here in overtime.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28.
LSU 35, Georgia 28.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They are up against it, a 3rd and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.